Hello, my darling. Welcome to my channel. My name is Tuvia. Not to waste much of your time today, but just to bring you a quick update concerning asylum seekers in Canada. Canada has rejected and denied thousands of asylum seekers, and this is happening in just one province. Why don't you listen to this, and I'll come back to give you the um the gist behind this update.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I hereby give notice on a future day I shall move the adoption of the following resolution. Whereas the federal Liberal government move to send nearly 6,000 asylum seekers to Nova Scotia is simply a misguided attempt to shift the problems they created in Ontario and Quebec to other areas instead of actually fixing the problem. Whereas this misguided federal scheme ignores Nova Scotia's sustainable strategic plan of targeted immigration focused on individuals in healthcare and the trades, and whereas the federal Liberals should work with Nova Scotians and respect our focus on healthcare professionals and those that will help build much needed homes and infrastructure, therefore be it resolved that every member of this House condemn the federal Immigration, Refugees and Citizen Minister, Mark Miller, for trying to take advantage of the kindness and compassion of Nova Scotians and attempting to disrupt Nova Scotia's responsible strategic plan to attract the professionals like doctors and nurses that our province needs. Madam Speaker, I ask for a waiver of notice and passage without debate.
There has been a request for a waiver. Is it agreed?
So guys, I really don't want to waste your time today, but to bring you this knowledge, because even though we are seeking for good news, it's always important that we know the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because when you know better, you act better, right? That's our slogan here. When you know better, you act better. So guys, there's been this tug of war in Canadian provinces concerning asylum seekers. I'll be looking down so I don't forget my point. So according to the United Nations Refugee Agency, as of 2023, that's the UNHCR, asylum seekers were like 144,035 people. They sought asylum as of 2023. And this was, according to them, 1.5 times more than the number they had in 2022. Are you with me? So, previously, a lot of people were entering through the Roxham Road that links between New York and Montreal. So this has caused a lot of people that entered there had to seek for asylum. And then, as the time went on, if you want to enter Canada, maybe as a visitor, and you enter and the immigration officers ask you question and you don't get it, especially the Montreal airport, they would either tell you to, if you maybe say agent wrote this thing. You see, that's why I tell you, don't just go and give agent to fill form for you and you don't even know what the agent is filling. That's totally wrong. So when they ask you questions and you're not able to answer or give them one washy answer, they will give you two options. It's either you're going back with the next flight to your country of origin, or you're forced to seek asylum. Of course, most people want to seek asylum because it's somehow, you just told people you're going to Canada, everybody happy for you, and the next thing you're back with the available flights. Come on, guys. We know that's not an awesome news, right? So people were forced to seek asylum, and so this increased the number of asylum seekers. Eventually, USA, United States of America, and Canada had to agree so that they will be able to close that road and stop people entering from there. But here is the problem. The Canadian immigration is so slow. I mean, to hear the cases of all these asylum seekers. So as they harbor them, they would have to provide stipends, they'll have to provide food, they'll have to provide shelter and the basic needs while they wait for their cases to be heard by the Canadian immigration. And for so long, they're so slow. So this has been piling up in a way that wasn't really favorable to the provinces. Like every province, they had to share it. The minister the immigration minister, Mark Miller, had to share all the asylum seekers to all the provinces, and with time, all the provinces started crying. Like, is it that the federal government, like they were crying, seeking for financial aid, okay? And so, but the federal government were proposing that they should first harbor the asylum seekers and later they'll be compensated for, everything they spent. But they said no, the provinces said no, that this is affecting them, that the federal government should send the capital for these asylum seekers ahead. On Twitter, New Brunswick, Alberta, with the immigration minister, Mark Miller, there was, I don't know, it was kind of a subtle shade on Twitter. They were all, like posting on Twitter. So Mark Miller wants to distribute the asylum seekers to all the provinces in Canada. Alberta said no. That when they say they want immigrants, they want specific immigrants. They want economical immigrants, right? So with Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, all of them, right? Ontario, Quebec, because most of these asylum seekers are in Quebec and Ontario. Alberta and others said they want economic immigrants, those that will come in, help them, like doctors, nurses, traders, like you heard in the video for the Nova Scotia. So this is the problem concerning asylum seekers and the Canadian immigration government. Guys, this has brought so much hate between the Canadians and asylum seekers. So the Canadians feel like these asylum seekers are the reason why they're, experiencing some sort of hardship, or their government cannot take care of them, stuffs like that. The big, huge effect of this is that most visiting visas are rejected because they're trying to sort out the people there. Because visitors just enter Canada and next thing they seek for asylum, you see? So, guys, this is just like the update. I'm going to play another, news for you so that you can comprehend exactly what is happening. I know this is our good news channel, but we will also tell you so that when you know better, you act better. All this news does not mean you should still not apply. Apply, who knows? With God on your side and on your case, miracles happen. I keep saying it, miracles happen. So please, my darling, don't relent. Like I said, I'm not here to waste your time today. No long talk. Just to bring you this update. Nova Scotia just rejected 6,000 asylum seekers. Anyway, we'll still always hope for good news. Pray for good news. Just keep hope alive. My name is Tuvia. Go ahead and listen to this upcoming video from Global News concerning asylum seekers in Canada. I'll see you next time. Take care. Love you. Bye.
Moment millions around the world dream of.
Congratulations, you're now Canadian citizens.
And a new record number of asylum seekers are willing to risk it all to come to Canada.
Canada can't really control the number of folks that are coming in and making claims for refugee asylum.
Those claims reaching record numbers in June. Over 18,000 people sought asylum in Canada, according to the Immigration and Refugee Board, increasing the backlog of claims to nearly 220,000, a whopping 291% increase over the past 2 years. A long-term trend not expected to change anytime soon.
I don't think Canada is ready for any more numbers. I don't think Canada is ready for the numbers that we have now.
The federal government has made major immigration policy changes, but the situation has continued to deteriorate. Since Roxham Road in Quebec was closed in March 2023, the refugee backlog has jumped nearly 135,000, and nearly 70,000 asylum claimants have come to Canada since this February, when the immigration minister suspended visa-free travel from Mexico.
Most asylum claims from Mexico are either rejected by the Immigration and Refugee Board of Canada or withdrawn or abandoned by the applicant. And so a change was needed.
Between 60 and 70% of applicants are granted refugee status, a process Mark Miller has tried to speed up by providing nearly $750 million to federal agencies like the Immigration and Refugee Board. But it's likely to only make a dent in the issue.
I would think they would have to increase their number of decision makers threefold beyond what they have now.
And it's not just the IRB needing help. Provinces and cities have asked the federal government for billions to house and feed refugee claimants.
They're dragging their heels. We're having to beg them every day for funding for the asylum seekers.